ask him to come, I will little bit tell you about our group. We are proud of starting something under the name Giving Back to NED. NED did so much for us during our studies that where we are is just because of our NED. We started a scholarship program. We started a scholarship program late last year. It was just a thought, but this year we literally worked very hard and we made it happen. That discussion I will let Ajmal to talk about. Ajmal is one of the pioneers. He had been doing this, helping out NED for a long, long time. I know we are all busy with life, we are all busy with kids, but there is one person who always thought about NED, who always did something good for NED. So I would like to invite Ajmal with a round of applause to join me over here and talk about our scholarship program.
Thank you, Nafis, for a kind introduction. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi Shahli Sadri Yassirli Amri Wahlul Uqdam min Lisani Yafqahu Qawli. This dua is attributed to Musa alayhi salam, and I would like to recite it in this gathering because this is not just a gathering for the purpose of fun, but it has a very significant, serious component into it, and that's why I recited this dua. And after that, I'll recite, or I'll read, part of a poem that was written by Ajmal quite some time back in reference to Masjid al-Qartaba. And that is a beautiful way of describing time. And here we are talking about 25 years, and that poem also talks about time. And let me read that poem a little bit to you, only part of it, but it's absolutely appropriate in this forum. Silsilai roz o shab, silsilai roz o shab, naqsh gare hadisat. Silsilai roz o shab, naqsh gare hadisat. Silsilai roz o shab, asli hayat o mumat. Silsilai roz o shab, naqsh gare hadisat. Silsilai roz o shab, asli hayat o mumat. सिलसिलाए रोज़ शब साजी अज़ल की फ़ुग़ां जिससे दिखाती है ज़ात ज़ेरो बाम मुमकिनात तुझको परखता है ये मुझको परखता है ये सिलसिलाए रोज़ शब सैर किए कायनात तू है अगर कम अयार मैं हूँ अगर कम अयार मौत है तेरी बारात मौत है मेरी बारात अव्वलो आखिर फ़ना अव्वलो आखिर फ़ना ज़ाहिर व बातिन फ़ना अव्वलो आखिर फना ज़ाहिर व बातिन फना नक्शे कुहन हो के नौ मंजिले आखिर फना है मगर उस नक्श में रंगे सबातो दवाम जिसको किया हो किसी मर्द खुदा ने तमाम मर्द खुदा का अमल इश्क से साबित करो इश्क है असले हयात मौत है उस पर हराम. The reason why I read this poetry was because it links time, desire to change even though odds are against us, and also it talks about the perpetuity of the things. What an individual does not have perpetuity, but what groups and entities do have dawam, do have a lifespan, much more than individuals. And that was the reason I brought it here in this context. I know that we are running short of time, so I'll take very few, as little time as possible. First, let me describe about this scholarship program that we had launched this year. The background of this program started probably sometime last year, where discussions to give back to NED, our alma mater, started in different forums and different gatherings. Initial thoughts were centered around technology transfer, endowment fund, some sort of donation of books and equipment, but we really could not nail down the mechanism to achieve those things. Late last fall, probably it was November, December 2007 timeframe, that's when the final decision was made. It was our class fellow, Fahd Hassani, Abbas Sajid, Nafis, and myself, and we essentially decided that this is what we are going to go ahead with. We are going to propose to our colleagues, our class fellows, our former classmates, a program to start a scholarship program, and let's see how we can go about it. Here are some of the excerpts from the first letter that we wrote to the Vice Chancellor as an announcement for this program. And the key items are highlighted here in the red. I don't know whether you can see from the back or not, but the idea was to foster engineering education among middle and lower income students, and also promote values among them. Values are extremely important, and lack of values is the result of lack of values is very obvious in Pakistan and Pakistani society. Here's another excerpt from the same letter that we wrote to Vice Chancellor, where we said that in coming years we expect to increase the magnitude and number of scholarships. And that commitment we have already made to Vice Chancellor and the NED University. So what we have at this time is a starting point, it is not the end point. So we have to go beyond what we have already done. And that commitment was already made. And as a part of this commitment, we also have, or NED has agreed that for evaluation of the evaluation of the awardees, it is us, that means our group, who will decide, and not only the NED. NED will recommend, and we will approve, and we will sift them through, and we'll do due diligence process in there. The list of donors based in Pakistan is listed here, and the list of donors from international countries, overseas, including North America, including Middle East, is listed here. Applications were received sometime in late April 2008, and we had 7 applicants from first year engineering. There was no applicant from second year engineering. We had 29 applicants from third year engineering, and 8 applicants from bachelor's of engineering or final year of engineering. The applications were evaluated based upon a criteria which was 40% based upon merit and 60% based upon need. Merit was established based on basis of applicant pool only. It is important to understand the difference between this applicant pool merit versus absolute merit. This is not absolute merit, this is merit among the applicants only. Need was evaluated based upon per dependent income, the status of the father that is living, he is deceased, he is retired, and also it included the age among the siblings. We have also asked the applicants to write a brief statement about their objectives as well as why they need the scholarship, but that statement was not evaluated because there were some issues in terms of objectivity of evaluation. Here is a list of the students that we have recommended for a scholarship. The first 5 in this list have been recommended for a scholarship to a committee that is going to interview them in Karachi. As we are speaking, the process of interviewing or setting up interviews is right now going on. On the right column, what you see here is the score of each candidate based upon our criteria. The numerical score assigned to each candidate, and the highest score is the one that deserves the highest, or he is the highest recommended person. Similarly, we have for third year engineering, remember we have no applicants from second year engineering, so there is no list for second year. There's a third year engineering list, and then there's a final year engineering list, and that's about it. So if there are any questions about this program, this scholarship program, I'm here to answer them right now. Or if you would like to talk to me or Nafis or anybody of us later on, you're welcome on that. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamu alaikum.